all I've ever wanted is more media coverage, better media coverage. Sky's been missing for 14 years, and there's been barely any media coverage on this. And the coverage that we have received has been embarrassing and soul-crushing. This is a perfect example of how your words matter. Suicidal, troubled. They already wrote the ending. They wrote the whole story. They wrote Sky's whole story with that headline. Who's interested in that? Who wants to talk about mental health? Who wants to talk about the realities? Who wants to read this? David? Ew. Ew, David. Actually, no, it's more of a fuck you, David. That's how words can single-handedly derail an investigation. It can destroy a family. I think about you a lot, ABC News. Thank you. I hope, David, I hope you're somewhere where you are just rich and privileged and have never known the pain my family has known. I hope that for you. But also, maybe Sky's story is more sad than sensational. Maybe it's not interesting enough, or maybe it's too real. Maybe it's too relatable. Maybe it's too, female driven, because it's me, my mom, and my sister. And let's be honest, the algorithm doesn't show this to men. And we all know a woman's worth is really determined by a man's interest. So maybe the powers that be just don't find Sky's story worth telling. Or maybe it would just expose that everybody who worked on this case was barely mediocre at best. Maybe it would expose the holes in the case and the bias. And maybe it was just because we weren't rich enough and we couldn't afford to fund the search long enough. And maybe it's because the laws we have in place just don't work in our favor. But yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on this. And I would love nothing more than to actually get some really good media coverage for Sky. And maybe to get answers about what happened to Sky. That's all. That's all I want.